So before you start work in the shop, you have to check on the dust collector. We have a dust collector that all the major machines are hooked to, and it really needs to be checked every time you're going to use the shop. The left-hand unit has a paper filter which has this black handle on it, and when you rotate that, it shakes the dust off the little plies in the filter. So you need to run that around 3 or 4 times every time before you start working. The right side currently has just a felt bag, and for that we have old-fashioned rug beater, and you need to bang on the bag before you get started to shake the fine dust off of that side. Eventually we'll probably have one of these paper ones on both sides, but for right now that's our system. It's really important to get that dust out because otherwise the dust collector will work extra hard. On the bottom there's 2 plastic bags that are clear so you can see how much sawdust is in there, but you need to make sure that the bags are not full. If they are, you need to get in touch with, if you're not familiar with how to change these, you'll need to get in touch with someone to help. So there is 2 controls for this dust collector. There's one on the wall right here, an on-off button, and the main one that we use the most is a remote that is taped to the pole right by the table saw, between the table saw and the planer. So that remote one will turn this on as well. So when you're going to begin cutting, you'll need to turn on the dust collector, and so whenever you're going to use a machine, you've got to open the dust collector gate for that machine. For this one, it's way up high here on the right. It says pull to open, so you have to pull the gate back to you, and then turn on the dust collector, which I'll do in just a bit. But it's also best if other gates aren't open. So when you're working, you want to look around and make sure that the gates for other machines aren't open, because the dust collection is going to work best if it's just pulling in dust from one machine at a time. This thing is powerful enough, the dust collector is powerful enough probably to do 2 machines at once, but if a whole bunch of gates get left open, then it's not going to work that efficiently to suck the dust in. So you've opened the gate for your particular machine, and then we'll turn on the dust collector when we go to make a cut. Most of the gates have this little locking knob that can keep it open or closed. Sometimes you need to tighten that a little bit because the vacuum on the dust collection will suck the gate shut when you are trying to use it. You need the gate to be open.